these days. Goulet plays it now for Bonetti to sweep it away. And Lamb gets a kick in before he's thumped by Morrison. Ball down with Dallas. And away he comes. Going up high to shut the ball down. Bonetti away from dummy half. 7 metres out. And then it's Goulet. Dangerous. Gets the pass away for Matt Singh. Singh gets a pass away around the corner. And Miles is so close to the line. Now from Barnett, taken out in front of him by Lamb, and then through to Hayden. Hayden is up. Bonetti looking around. To the left he goes. Finds his captain, Lamb. Back inside for Gaffey.
Scott Goulet still patrolling out wide. They'll be looking to get at the big
Here's
man.
Bonetti. So close again. Sorry, Peter. Now the last from Gaffey for Lamb. Tried the grubber last time, not this time. It's Elsker who gets a flick pass away. Ricketson gets it on. Lamb gets a chance to put a kick on the air. It's a beautiful kick. Up they go. Sydney City have got the ball. They keep it alive, and it's still with them now as Barnett turns it across. This is Ellis, then Bonetti. Puts a grubbing kick in. Sears wasn't happy to take it first go. Now he works out of the in goal. They put the defensive ring around him, and Bonetti is there. Oh, my goodness, Barnett came over the top. It looked quite worse than it might have been. Now Billy Moore. This is the tackle I was talking about. Just for a moment, I feared for Matt Sears.
Well, as we have a look at that, a mistake has been made again by North.
Man coming over the top. Luke Ricketson. Soden gets a call from Taylor. Taylor runs to the left. Billy Moore gets a pass. It's an angled run by Aiken. Not held. Flick passes for Fairley. He'll be hard to stop Fairley, but they get him. They put him away a metre out from the line. Soden then looking around and running and then giving the pass to the number 14. He didn't get it down. He's held up. It is Paul Stringer. Good refereeing by Clark. He was right on top of it like a hawk.
A better play from the Bears, and it's all started with a magnificent run from Greg Florimo. A second run from Florimo as well, but in back play, Billy Moore being assisted off the field. The referee right on the spot there to rule that that was held up.
Bended and put into the ground by Cleary and Lamb. Florimo dummy half, Stringer the runner. It's been over the line a matter of 60 seconds ago and denied a try. Reba in 16, offloading for Aiken, then for Taylor, gets a dummy and gives it to Morrison. Morrison pulled down 2 metres out from the line on 5. Now Sears is dummy half. The referee said play on. Now the kick across is blown back by the wind. Fairley gets a pass out the back. Nigel Roy goes for the corner, gets a pass inside, and Florimo goes over. Does he get the ball down? Yes, I think he did at the second attempt. Yeah, he wants to have a look at it.
He got it down.
Wants the video referee.
Yeah, the second attempt he got it down. Not on the first time. Beautiful work from David Fairley. Last tackle, the kick wasn't a particularly good one, but Fairley turned it into one with the flick pass to keep it alive to Nigel Roy. Adam Hayden came up with a tremendous try saver on the far side on Matt Sears, but I don't think they've been able to hold him out on this occasion. I think this will show that Greg Florimo gets across. Sparing dive by the 21. He gets, well, we can't see it from that angle, but I'm sure that he's got it down on the other side of the ruck.
Did very well, Julian Bailey, and then Florimo forces it seconds later. So we would expect that it will be a green light, and Greg Florimo will celebrate another try. There is no more popular North Sydney player than Greg Florimo. And there it is, it's a try. It's all got a bit of an anti-climax about it, this video referee. 102 games. I made a presentation to him before the game, but I'm pretty sure our records show that he's played 102. And this is Dallas. And he's injured. It's a knock on the head, I'd say, because the first thoughts were that his shoulder might have come in contact, and of course he's had that reconstruction. Well, it has.
Well, we were talking before the game here that despite the amount of rain Sydney has had over the last week and a half, as rain the last couple of days, North Sydney Oval looks pretty bare out there in patches and very hard. We saw there another collision, the head on the turf. Brett Dallas sick and sorry after that.
Larson hits it up. And there's Mark Soden back to the sideline, about to come back into the battle. Fairley's pass was a beauty to Florimo. Florimo kicks, turns Singh around, gets the bounce favourably, and Florimo will play the ball. 10 metres out from Sydney City's line. They're trying to recover. I don't think they're going to be able to. Aiken gets it to Morrison. Morrison away to Roy. Roy gets it back to Lation. Lation has been put down. Oh, that's gutsy defence by Sydney City. Then Roy on the 5th tackle. Taylor puts a grubbing kick in. It came off Sydney City. They didn't play at the ball. It's play on. Larson is with it. Gets it back then for Buettner. Buettner's over the line. Clark looks at it and he's not going to give it. Held up in goal. Tremendous defence by the Sydney City side.
Well, tremendous football from both sides there. It looked on this side of the field that they weren't going to be able to keep the team out. Ben Aiken couldn't get the last pass away. And gee, from that angle, it looked as though Michael Buettner got the ball down. Not going to second-guess the decision. The Sydney City turnover.
We'll say this, the referee got there late. And by that time, the Sydney City boys...
Lost ball, sorry, Paul.
That's all right, that would, on a crunching tackle there from Florimo. How good's he going, Florimo?
Well, you can see there Mark Soden raked the ball out. It was one-on-one, so it would have been no penalty.
I don't know that I've seen Florimo, just to answer Paul's question, and it was a question. I don't think I've seen Florimo play as well as I have this year on the limited occasions I've seen him play. Here he is again, and he does fit into that number 6 shirt admirably for the Bears. It puts the 2 youngsters out in the centres. Aiken now for Florimo, and then for Sears. Sears out of one. Dallas looks at the corner. He's over. He puts the ball down where Michael Buettner tried to. North Sydney get their second try. Brett Dallas, the try scorer.
He looks very dangerous this afternoon, Brett Dallas, really coming back into form. So too David Fairley. Lovely ball to Florimo earlier. Greg Florimo finds Matt Sears, goes over the top of Adrian Lamb. Rare to see that, and that allowed North to get in behind the front line of the defence. And then the select pass found the flying redhead.
Well, they've really had a lot of football the last 10 minutes or so, the Bears, and they're making the Roosters pay for that. The Roosters have had to defend for lengthy periods, and they're now starting to come up with a few misses.
Joe, I tell you what, his defence today, Barnett, has been excellent. He's been up in their faces. Doesn't matter how big they are, he's been wrapping the ball up, hurting with his tackles.
Well, that was enormously clever from Jason Taylor, because a lot of pressure was coming short him. He got a stutter step in, kept running to the line, and kicked back and found touch. He was really under a lot of pressure from the word go there, but his execution was superb.
Taken down by Adam Hayden. Soden scampers in.
Adam Hayden.
17 is Lation. And they're 12 metres out from the line. They're looking dangerous again. Taylor calling the shots. Larson, they've got to shut the ball down. 3rd tackle, 5 metres out from the line. Soden waits to the blind. Lation. Oh, he's got it down. That's enormous. Willie Lation, that is incredible stuff.
Well, he's been a good performer for North Sydney this year. He's forced his way into the run-on side on a couple of occasions, and he's done well off the bench this afternoon. Just too strong for Ivan Cleary. Pushed straight through him. In fact, all the bench have gone well. Stringer, Reba and Lation.
And a bad miss as well from Luke Ricketson. On your line, your defence has got to be at its best, and Big Willie gets one down. Good stuff as it came from nothing.
Absolutely. I was sort of waiting for the next play of the ball, and then all of a sudden Ricketts. It's been all the North Sydney Bears. And they're taking a battering. Lamb gets a kick in. Soden puts him down. It was allowed to go on. There's no suggestion of any illegality. Sears.
He kicked late, but he can't wheel, Adrian Lamb. Just watch this. as he gets the ball away and as he comes through.
20 minutes of the ball has been with North Sydney in the opposition half, and 13 minutes to the Sydney City side. Now there's a problem here.
Yeah, he's copped it looked like an accidental knee.
It's
He's
fairly
clutching his knee. I thought that the man coming across might have got him up around the head area, but so there might be a leg injury.
And he's had a great game today as well, David Fairley. Obviously knows that there's a New South Wales selector here. And yes, it was Dooley over the top, accidental knees around the hip area. He's had 12 hit-ups so far in the match. And 12 tackles to lead just about both tallies.
Yeah, Dooley was concerned straight away.
so fairly leaving the ground. Billy Moore has already left the ground from his line. This youngster's been playing well. In fact, he's hurt now, but he's been their best player, Benetti. He's taken smack across the face, and again, I think it was accidental. It's rendered him unconscious for a few seconds. Here he comes, and he runs into Morrison's left elbow. That's the way I've seen it. I don't think that Glenn Morrison is any to blame. Very groggy. So Simon Benetti, the Soden waits and then goes for a run himself from dummy half, looks at the line, held by Pickering and Nathan Wood. Taylor switches sides from left to right and then pushes it through to Florimo. The pass has been put down by Butner, and a let off for Sydney City. They had them on the rack, just couldn't put them away.
This is a charge down from Lation. Good work again. Deliberately played at the football. And then was able to keep his eye on where it had bounced and come up with possession. Greg Florimo just made it a little bit too difficult for Michael Button, who was running away from him, to get that one in.
Main concern was the injuries to the duo of David Fairley and Billy Moore. Billy Moore definitely won't be back because of that lower back problem, and David Fairley unlikely to return because of injured ribs. And contrary to the scoreline from Phil Gould, he wasn't too disappointed with the first half. He just felt it all boiled down to possession and field position. And so far in the second half, Roosters have had neither, really.
There's a chase on here. Andrew and Sydney City lead the race, but I don't think they grounded it cleanly. Miles it was. He wants to have a look at it on the video.
No, I don't think it'll be a try, but I tell you what, Matt Sears here made it very, very difficult for his winger, Brett Dallas, who had to turn and chase. Matt Sears made no great effort early on the kick to get across. Miles is the chaser. Dallas had a lot of work to do, and Sears only appeared late. He could have been there much earlier. And in fact, I think you'll find Brett Dallas has got the touch there, has he? To knock it out of the way of Miles. Just have a look here, because the players have gone back and North's hoping for a 20-metre restart. I'm sure Dallas gets the right hand in underneath. Very difficult to work out who got the last touch.
That's the reason they've called on the video referee. It's not so much to rule on whether a try's been scored, it's just to try and work out where the match has to restart from. Whether it's from the line dropout or the 20-metre tap.
Well, it's
very hard to tell, isn't it, from that?
I think he's going with the Bears and Taylor. Aiken. He's not well, Aiken. Sears. Trindle and then Morrison. 5 gone, 25 metres away from the Sydney City line for Taylor to bomb them. Now into the breeze, it'll sit up there, and the bounce is ball. It's bounced cleanly for Aiken, then he's throwing a pass out to mid-air, and it's gone over the sideline, I believe, off Taylor. Adrian Lamb. Now it's Hayden, puts on a sprint into space. The support is coming left and right. managing to get between them, though, was Dallas.
Yeah, and this man here, Michael Buettner, was superb in that instance. Great communication. That tackle's made 10 out. He was telling his fullback.
A couple of tackles remaining. Lation, at least Ben Ikin found somebody that time. Now that's 4. 11 away from the line. I'll tell you what, they're making it all so very difficult, aren't they? Now Florimo. And Larson takes 5 to ground. Taylor. There's the kick back on the inside. He's looking for Matt Sears. I think it's a try. I think Matt Sears has got a hand on it.
The only concern is offside. Consulted the touch judge. That could be the only reason it's not going to be awarded. North Sydney are celebrating. Definite plan move. Jason Taylor looked for his flying fullback. Got a lovely kick in there, the perfect weight on it. Now, has this man timed his run? Come to the right-hand side. Sydney City might have been expecting the bomb up by this end. It's onside. That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, no doubt he's onside. Nice little set move there. And grounds it. Now, the referee was right on line there. He did turn to his touch judge and say, was he onside? This video referee is terrific. Don't get me wrong, but the referees these days are becoming very, very indecisive.
I'll tell you something else. Given a penalty try here.
Yeah, Luke Ricketson clinging on there, and Matt Sears did tremendously well to hold him off and to get the downward pressure on the football. Great little kick. This is the man that we're worried about. He's just obscured on the other side, kicking into space here, and that's Ricketson coming across. The play continues. Just got explosive speed, Matt Sears. I'm surprised it's taken so long to award this.
He's given a try, and I've got to say again, I believe to have given a penalty try. There would be those that would say, well, you can't give a penalty try until you're absolutely sure that he would have scored. Well, he would have scored. I feel without the arms of Ricketson pulling him away from the ball. So Cleary getting used to kicking off, and well, obviously not getting too used to kicking off. He's put it over the dead ball line on the full. It's a penalty at the centre of the halfway to North Sydney. Can't believe Cleary would have given it so much meat.
Well, he also had a couple of seasons here. He knows about the in goal, and he's got this gusty breeze behind him.
Florimo. Ben Ikin. Stringer. Close. And now Reba gets underneath them all and puts it over the line. Try number 5 for the Bears.
And that wraps the game up for North Sydney, despite the fact we've still got 20-odd minutes to go. Good work from Reba. Straight through, tackle of Wood, stayed down low, drove in, and almost feinted to the other players that he was going to pass the football before driving down. Makes it a fairly easy conversion for Jason Taylor. And again, we come back to the restart at halfway where Ivan Cleary put it over the dead ball line, straight away giving away possession. And
is Adrian Lamb. Ooh, Gaffey, taken by Lation. Cleary's kick for a confrontation. Bang! Got him right under the sternum.
I know that Greg Florimo's had a real impact on this game, but I still think Lation's been the best player out there. It's a fair effort coming off the bench. He's worked hard. He's been strong in defence. Problem here for Brett Dallas. Bears go wide. Jason Taylor finds Florimo, who gets one out the back to Taylor.
Taylor dragging Matt Singh along with him. Here's Lation. Lation's in one side, out the other. Gives it to Ikin. Put away the glasses. Ikin goes in and scores. Try number 6. Well, just put a wrap on Lation. You can put that in capital letters now if you want to.
He's just had a super game. He's been very, very involved. He's been strong. Here got a little bit scrappy between Florimo and Taylor, but Jason Taylor did very well to pick up, elude one tackle, and then Lation just comes in, the big left foot step, fooled Goulet, pushed off, blocked forward and positioned Benny Eichen beautifully for an easy run to the line.
Well, Nostradamus does it again, doesn't he? Nostrils, he's just wrapped the bloke, and here he is setting up a try. Great stuff from the North Sydney side. I know that Phil Gould, he's got not half a side, but still a very good side out there. I still think he'll be very disappointed in the way they've applied themselves the second half. Here comes Lation, the head feint, the left foot step, the fend on Gaffey. Beautiful football. And then Ben Eichen backing up on the inside. Stroll in the park for Benny Eichen.
You can always tell if they're Queenslanders and they're friends of the coach. He puts the Y on the end of their name. Kevy, Gilly, Benny.
Glenn Lazarus the other night. Is that you, Warren? There it is, live chat with Ray Rapster, Warren, sports.9msn.com.au. It could be sensational.
It's a big rap, isn't it?
Oh, that's the best serve I've heard in ages. It's Florimo.
Here's the kick ahead. Never mind about the
gets it back.
Now,
Time.
Florimo's on his way. Puts the hand in the air and says, "You little beauty, you little beauty."
Flo will be on the internet tonight because he's on a high. Chipped over the top. Michael Buettner came through. That threw the defence out, and the bounce was a beauty for Flo. Buettner onside. His chase threw the defence out of Wood and Singh, and you don't often see Greg Florimo react like that, but he's ecstatic to get another one.
Yeah, good on you, Flo. I reckon dead heat man of the match. Lation and Flo. Flo did all the hard work early. The first 20, 25 minutes got them back on track when things were not going so well, and the arm goes up.
Planned move by Florimo.
In the Flowy.
He couldn't believe it. Look at his face. He could not believe this. It was laid on for Michael Buettner. Buettner arrives and says, "What about that?"
And what about the great shot?
And now it's back with Peter Ellis. 6 more tackles now. Bonetti through from Hayden. Ricketson runs to the 10. Lamb crosses it and goes in and scores. What a beautiful dummy. Oh, hang on. Did he put the ball down? Oh, don't tell me. Well, all he had to do was put the damn thing down. I don't know whether it's the one-handed put down or the foot on the dead ball line.
Well, did he put it down?
It looks like he's dropped it.
Well, hang on a second. He thinks he grasses. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
There's no
that's
time.
fine.
That's right.
There's no
mess. And
he's grasped it the first time.
it should be a try, and Peter Louis, I reckon, might be disappointed in that. They're going to win the game.
And he is the captain. There's a lot of youngsters watching, I suppose, that might be encouraged by that rather than discouraged. 38 points to 4, the try given naturally. 66 minute.
And just a simple little dummy on the outside by Adrian Lamb. But Glenn Morrison really the man to blame. He was the inside defender.
Unfortunately, there hasn't been enough of it today. Not necessarily from him, but for Sydney City, we haven't seen enough of Adrian Lamb beating the opposition. Really had their backs to the wall. Hayden puts in a bomb. And, oh, Cleary's gone right up above the pack, and Bonetti slams the ball down. And there's nobody in a red, white and blue jumper more deserving of a try than young Bonetti. 38-10.
Yeah, perseverance paying off here for the Roosters. The kick from Hayden. Very, very good jump from Ivan Cleary. Getting above Nigel Roy. And then a lovely pass to Bonetti. Beat the attention of Brett Dallas. Gets the ball down next to the post. Intensity has dropped out of the North Sydney game at the moment. And the Roosters just starting to get some late dividends.
Oh, yeah, they slackened off 10, 12 minutes ago, North Sydney, when they got to 38 blot. And this has allowed the Roosters to come back into it. Some of these young kids have done very well. in particular Hayden and Bonetti.
Sydney City getting the penalty. Ball stolen in a two-man tackle. Ricketson, Cleary, Lamb, Goulet, one to beat. He refused to give in, didn't he? Penalty to North. Was he ruling, I told you to play it? Or was he ruling double movement? I'm not quite sure.
I called you 3 times and you just decided to keep walking. Oh, mate, you want to listen, everyone else heard it, and you just get back there and you should have played the ball there.
I fancy that he's told him to play the ball. And
Hey, that's not too bad. Just 3 questions.
Yeah, okay.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
Well, winning the $1,000 as man of the match today, the man who came on as the super sub, Will Lation for the North Sydney Bears. You must be thrilled with the way things turned out.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. With the way things went. A few things went my way, thank God.
Big chance to cement a place in the starting side. Injuries, Adam Muir sideline, David Fairley and Billy Moore on the sideline after the way things went today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think there's a few injuries. Daisy hurt his ribs, I think, so hopefully he'll be right next week. But if he's not, hopefully I might get a chance.
And on the negative side of things, what would be Peter Louis' reaction to that scoreline, 2 late tries?
Yeah, he won't be real happy about the 2 late tries, but you know, we defended pretty well throughout the match, which was pretty good.
Well done, $1,000 coming your way, Will.
Thank you very much, Ta.